Hello, hero, and welcome to Kvell. I'm Jamar, the spiritual director here at Kvell, and today I would like to talk to you about healing self-talk, which is clearing critical thinking. The average person has about 50,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of thinking, and those thoughts come by themselves. They rise into our consciousness and they pass. Many of them we pick up and they become ideas in our life. What we want to talk about are the ones that are critical, that originate with you. It's generally another person's voice. It's not that you hear another person's voice in your head so much as it's a criticism and or a critique that you've learned at another time in your life. A way of being that is meant to either protect you from harm or from criticism on the exterior. But there's a dialogue that you're carrying on inside that doesn't really support you. It doesn't really feel loving. And what we want to do is become mindful of it. Very often, if our friends spoke to us the way we speak to ourselves, they wouldn't be our friends. So we want to notice the dialogue and what that supports if we're playing a shame game with ourselves. There's obviously a payoff when we're stuck in critical thinking. We get something out of that tool, but generally it's a tool that was meant to protect us and or encourage a certain behavior that's now gone a little bit awry. And we want to try to replace it with a more expansive thought stream to allow for loving talk. So we want to speak to ourselves as if we could speak to that inner child within each one of us. It generally takes 5 compliments or 5 affirming thoughts to replace just even one negative thought. So when we find ourselves in negative thinking or critical thinking, it's mostly out of habit. And what we want to do is learn to reprogram that. So we want to stop and notice it. And we can say something like, cancel, clear. So we have a negative thought. We want to reprogram. We realize it's not really even true. A critical thought about who you are, how you should be, not good enough, not pretty enough, some other way than you are. What we want to embrace, we'll start with cancel, clear, and then we'll reprogram that thought with allowing and or inviting, reinforcing a positive self-thought. I am enough. I am loved just as I am. I am perfect and whole. These are positive affirmations. This is the truth of the thing. And so we want to begin to notice what we're creating around the thoughts in our head. We like to say, who's riding your bus? Which is to say, who are those thought streams in your head? You want to know where those thoughts come from. And if they don't support you, then we want to replace them with something that's more in keeping with who you're aspiring to be today, who you understand yourself to be. What's a fuller reflection of wellness, of self-care, and the mind-body-spirit connection? How can I have thoughts that are loving and expansive, that are healing to my body, that are inspiring? To inspire means to fill with breath, but we can bring those right into our consciousness by taking a breath and coming up with something we can acknowledge about ourselves, even if it's pause to be grateful for what we have. These are all opportunities and examples to shift that. We want to be mindful that our awareness of our critical self-talk does not become one more thing that we're critical about. So we want to be able to laugh at our critical self-talk and forgive ourselves so that we can implement something else. And let's practice a couple. Let's try taking these in. You can repeat them to yourself. You can close your eyes if you choose, but really try to hear these words and see if they resonate, or if you hear something inside that says no. And then we'll practice them some more on another day. I am worthy just as I am. I am healthy and whole. I am healed. My direction is clear. I'm always moving in my best direction. Life unfolds naturally for me. I am loved and I am supported. It is my purpose to heal, to feel, and to be proud. And that's where we'll end. So a hero is courage, and the hero is you.